Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Hokies decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hurley. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Doyle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Wiggins. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. And he loses the football on the return. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking deep down the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
Guys, wanted to give you an update on the Deep South's oldest rivalry between Georgia and Auburn. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. And they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Creates a little space. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
what a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing.
Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a third and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Jackson gonna throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give out of the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bradley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Knight. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Rebels have this offense rolling. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line. It's a draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They bring the punter onto the field now. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got the quick pass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Wiggins. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. On target to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Knight. Release to the back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll immediately call timeout. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Jackson going to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. No good. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. You don't get it, guys. You're still down by 16. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. Gonna run it. It's Ellison. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Bradley. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Hurley. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Hokies will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Knight. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rebels are threatening on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage. It's a fake. He's looking to pass. It's complete to the right. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Ellison. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Final play of the quarter coming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Bradley. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Here comes the Heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays.
He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw. Under fire. He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Would they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ellison. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that...
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
Virginia Tech, 23.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Knight. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Akbar. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jackson gonna throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the air on second down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Akbar. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to pop the draw. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air. It's Knight. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, build a mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late, 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Finds a little space.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Quarterback making checks. They'll run the toss. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Knight. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw